Hey all, welcome to Share Track. This is Raj here, and today this is going to be a very different kind of video. I do not have a script in front of me, but I'm just going to do a stream of consciousness just to share my thought process with you guys. And the subject of my thought is CRISPR Therapeutics, Bluebird Bio, and Ginkgo Bioworks. These are three stocks that are constantly at the corners of my mind. I'm always looking at them. One, I cannot afford as easily, that is the CRISPR Therapeutics stock, because I have a limited amount of cash that is free at hand at this point of time. But you will recollect that I had sold NVIDIA at a profit. So I got around $10,000 from there sitting in the account, which I have not invested yet. I'm waiting for NVIDIA to come back down again, because I think NVIDIA is a solid stock and I need to have that in the portfolio. So I'm not touching that as yet. And with CRISPR, I do not know whether I should put the money right now, or there'll be better opportunities going down the line, or will the market pick up because interest rate cuts would be anticipated after the inflation report. So that's another thing that's going on in my mind at this point of time. I also am looking at Ginkgo Bioworks, because the stock is so cheap that I can buy a few thousands and keep it away and not worry about it. I've already bought 1,200. The question is, do I dollar cost average and buy a little more, or do I just take my money and run when it miraculously touches 1.54? Because that's the price at which I bought it. When I look at the business model for Ginkgo Bioworks, it looks really good. It looks fantastic. In fact, it's phenomenal. And they have got all the right assets. They've lined it all together. They have collected everything from everywhere, put the platform together. And they should succeed, I believe. But there is this Scorpion Capital report, and also there is the law firm of Khan going after them. So there is a bit of uncertainty, and the stock price has already come to 1.2 and then bounced back again. And if you recollect, SQZ Biotech stayed below $1 for a while, and they got a notice from NASDAQ. So that's another concern that I have with regard to Ginkgo Bioworks. I want to be optimistic about it. I am a fan of the company, but it's scary. At the same time, it doesn't take too much of capital. So the gambler in me says, you know what, just dollar cost average and keep some money there. What's the worst that could happen? So I have some money on crypto. My Bitcoin is back in profit, and my Dogecoin is back in profit. My Solana is still struggling a little bit. So I could take money out of there and put it in here. But then the question will be, will these grow as fast as I would have grown my money in Bitcoin? Would it be worthwhile? Opportunity cost of leaving the money in Bitcoin versus bringing it here and getting it locked for a unforeseeable period of time. That's the concern that I have. And when it comes to Bluebird Bio, again, the share is very affordable. I think I could invest some in that share and wait for a while and see how it goes. But what is worrying me is that they had an opportunity with their earnings report to disclose. As they said before, they had 27 potential clients for Zynteglo, and they had said they're going to do 80% cash back in case the efficacy of the therapy does not last beyond 2 years from the date of treatment. They could have given us some idea about the number of patients. Instead, they just said 5. So we don't know if this 5 is on top of the earlier 27, or the 27 has dwindled down to 5. They have not given us an idea of how they are treating the money that they have received for these 5. Are they going to keep the 80% of that in a separate account as a contingent liability that might have to be returned back to the patient in case things went wrong, or have they bought an insurance for that eventuality, and how much did it cost? So there are so many questions in my mind for which I didn't get any answers out there. Then we come to SkySona. What's going to happen with SkySona? How many patients have they got, and do they have tie-up with payers? And what is the terms under which they have got those tie-ups. So those kind of questions still remain. And of course, the bad news that Lovocell is going to be delayed by FDA for approval. So all those things put together makes Bluebird Bio risky. But at least in Bluebird Bio, we know what is the risk factor, and we can make assumption and continue to do some research to mitigate or validate those risks. And based on that, we can decide what price to enter into for Bluebird. But with DNA or Ginkgo Bioworks, that's simply not possible because it's all over the place. And then coming back to my favorite CRISPR, this is a no-brainer in my opinion. The only question is, should we buy now or will we get better opportunities further down the line? So if we want to get better opportunities further down the line, then we have to expect that the inflation report is going to be higher than expected when it comes. And as a result of which, the market is going to get spooked and it's going to sell a whole lot of shares of CRISPR, and therefore CRISPR Therapeutics will be available at a much bargain price and we can buy at that time. But on the other hand, if the inflation report came tame, then it would mean that the market is going to jump, and along with that CRISPR Therapeutics will jump with leaps and bounds. So we would have lost the opportunity. So these are all the questions. And now in my personal situation, if I put the money that I got out of NVIDIA into CRISPR Therapeutics, and if I get stuck in CRISPR Therapeutics and NVIDIA, which is highly overpriced in my opinion, when it falls, it becomes very attractive to buy because it will go up again. So I won't be able to take the money out of CRISPR. On the other hand, if I bought now and then the interest rate and then the inflation came as benign and CRISPR jumps up, I could book the profits. And at that time, if NVIDIA falls down, I could put the money in NVIDIA and wait for CRISPR to come down to buy again. So those are all the opportunities in front of me. I'm looking at the price charts. I'm looking at the news. I'm not getting any concrete pointers that's making me jump one way or the other. So friends, I would like to ask you guys, what are you going to do with CRISPR, Bluebird, and Ginkgo Bioworks? What are your thoughts? Please put it in the comment, because I'm just looking for some new investment thesis and ideas on these three stocks. You know my situation, and now share your situation and let me know what you think about this. With that, I would like to bring this video to an end. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do not hesitate to press a like out there. Of course, we have the super thanks feature in case you want to support this channel. And thanks for being a loyal subscriber and helping this channel grow. We have crossed 3,000 subscribers. I'm really, really grateful to each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye for now.